Hi, I'm Peter.
And I'm Kenya.
And she's over there playing games when it
On
should
the this
be.
and that chat.
Yeah, we should be saying on the this and that chat.
See, here's the thing. I don't actually believe that you're recording. I think you're just doing that as a test to see if I was going to be...
Oh, I'm recording.
Nah.
100%.
For real?
Yep.
What would you swear on?
Well, I'm not going to swear on anything because we don't use bad words on our podcast.
Bro. Please tell me you're joking right now. Like, look, my timer is running and I'm not finishing my game.
Finish.
Because I need to know that you don't actually think that when we say swear on it, you mean swear words.
Of course not. Just like yesterday?
Nah, I don't believe that.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
We're
We're starting this off really, really badly.
What I don't believe is the fact, is this my stool? Is the fact that you...
Your stool is over there. Did you notice that?
Why is that? Well, I'm stealing yours.
And why is it over there? I'll tell you why. Because that's where you work. So you moved your stool.
Hold on.
We can share a stool. I don't mind.
See, you are stalling because
I'm not stalling at all.
This stupid game.
Listen. And voila! Okay. So this...
Let's talk about these games.
Let's talk about this.
Okay.
Let's talk about this. So this game is a sorting matching game, right? So they give you a board that's full of different items, almost as if you were in a grocery store, all right? And then you have to sort them into groups of threes. Once they're in groups of threes, they clear off the board and you continue clearing the board until you're done or until the timer runs out.
Okay. Keep going.
The end.
That's it?
That's what it
But
is.
talk about what your obsession is.
What are you doing right now is what I want to know.
I am
Because I stopped talking. See, I was able to continue talking while doing something, and then I stopped talking and you're done.
Well, I was sending Nikki a text because she was letting me know that she was about to call me.
Oh.
So I told her that we had just started recording our podcast.
Should we restart it?
Absolutely
I feel like
not.
the intro was awful.
Bro, this is...
And you made me turn off my music. That would have been good.
This is our life.
Listen, yes.
Okay, so let's talk about the obsession you have with this.
Okay.
I called you out on the fact that it's the... what's it called? The feeling of accomplishment with the little bling, bling, bling.
Well, you didn't call me out on that.
I know. I'm saying that it was.
You made a comment.
I made a comment
that was intriguing to you. It made you want to play the game.
Right.
You know. So I don't know if you enjoy those games.
Well, I do. The problem that happens with me is that I'll start a game and I'll like knock out 50 levels and then I'm bored.
Right. So you need to continue moving on. On the other hand, I feel that there's games to me that are tried and true games for me, which I will play for a season and then I'll need to take a little break from it. But when I'm like feeling nostalgic, we'll put in a quote unquote, okay? I'm like, man, I really miss Candy Crush. And then I sign back into Candy Crush and pick up where I left off and play for another season. But there's so many games that are like Candy Crush, right? I don't go and try those other games. I just keep going back to Candy Crush. And we're gonna talk right now about what are the games that we have on our phone right now. But to finish out why this matching sorting game is so appealing to me is I think, and the kids will correct us, but I think they called it idle game. Okay. I don't know if this falls under an idle game.
The idle gaming.
Okay.
It's like there's no end. It just it's the same thing over and over and over. But it fills the space and it's enjoyable.
And it's not that
it's rewarding.
Like,
that's the word I was looking for.
Very
Every time you make a match, it's like a reward. Bling.
There's a sense. So I think it goes based on your personality. Okay. For me, there's such a thrill seeing the board clear the way that an OG would feel about playing solitaire. And when all those cards come together and you've done all of that, there was a sense of satisfaction. I feel that it's very much like that, right? Because a lot of times they put little obstacles in the way, right? Like right now, you have a timer counting down, you have boxes that are frozen that can only unfreeze if A, you watch ads, which I refuse to, or B, if you clear 7 boxes. Right. So it's a challenge for me now. I have to clear these 7 boxes so I don't have to see an ad and then it'll open up and then I can finish the level. So it's something that I feel I can get very hyper focused on. And that feels relieving to me. Because I feel sometimes when there's an energy that I have that needs to go to something, and sometimes it'll land on the dumbest thing, right? Like right now at 6 o'clock in the morning when I have 10 minutes to leave the house, this is when I want to start cleaning the kitchen. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's completely unreasonable. There's no rhyme or reason to it, right? And it's just this energy that it needs to come out and do something, and you get super focused on something, and you see the vision, you see the plan, and you need to go for it. It's very chaotic. I feel like
You are chaotic.
I feel like this game
But you are
focuses me.
Yeah, you are a chaotic person, and this brings you to one spot because when you get into the games, you get into it. I can look over at you, and your mind is like you're in La La Land, and all you hear is pling, 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 and I'm like, it's so much so that I was like, okay, what game are you playing? Because I'm getting endorphins off of your plings.
Isn't that
I want to
crazy?
do my own.
Isn't that crazy? And I'm sure that you'll play it for a little while. And
But
it's
see,
like the merge game,
but I
the
don't.
one that merges and gives you something else. So definitely games that give you reward.
But see, I don't have the same. It's not the same for me. Cause like, you've been playing it what, a couple days now?
The one I sent you, I literally downloaded it last night
Oh.
because,
But see, today you already opened it up.
because I'm playing my old sorting game. Okay. I'm still playing that old sorting game. And in one of the ads that they gave me, there was a Santa in the sorting game, and you can get me anywhere with Santa. I was like, that's so cute. Christmas stuff. The very first round was Christmassy.
Right, and that's it.
And everything else is now like I'm playing the old sorting game.
Well, there's a Christmas tree every once in a while.
Everyone, yes. So
That's it.
I'm basically playing the same game in a different thing. So do you have any games that you
My
feel like
go-to?
you keep go? Yes, that you can delete and put back.
Yeah, where's my water?
Interesting. Okay.
The orange
Theory.
theory?
No.
No.
Orange Crush.
Orange, no. That's a song. One's a gym and one's a song.
Yeah.
Orange. Cover Orange.
Cover Orange.
Cover Orange is good.
And what would you describe Cover Orange and Where's My
The
Water?
thing is, they're puzzle games.
Exactly. You enjoy puzzle games, and not in the sense of a puzzle, like a jigsaw puzzle. These are like you have to think, how can I connect this dot to this dot without lifting the pencil puzzle, right?
The water sort. The one that would have like all the different vials with different colors.
Interesting, because that's kind of like my sorting game, right?
Kind of.
So I feel like I don't have the patience required for puzzle games. It frustrates me. I'm not the patience also. I think it's a combination of not having the patience for it and also not having it hold my interest enough for me to care. You know?
The traffic one's pretty good. The one
Again,
where
it's
the cars.
another one where
Yeah.
you've got to think about where does this go so I can make this happen,
Yeah, where
right?
the cars are all stuck and you got to get them out.
Analyzing
But see, I can't
games.
do those very long. Where's My Water? I can play for a long time. Cover Orange, I can play for a long time.
But what did you grow up on? Mario. And what is that?
Yeah, it's
Don't
all
you have
puzzles.
to figure out how
It all comes back to some sort of puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
But I always like that. I feel like, and I wonder if there's a way to, if there's something out there that would tested this. But I wonder if mathematical people like puzzles and logical
I would say
thinkers
100%.
like more of these match game idle games. Because there's not.
Interesting. I was going to say logical, mathematical people would like your type of games.
Or that's what I mean. Like, what's the other? What would be the other side of that? Philosophers,
Maybe. I don't know. That's interesting. It
like
would be great to do a
readers
study.
and like imagination and informational, like, because see, here's the thing though. Like for me, I love math, but I also love receiving energy.
I think.
Energy. Energy,
Okay.
not energy.
Not energy.
Information.
Okay.
I don't know where I went yoga there for a second.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know. Anyways, I just feel like
You exercise your brain.
I like to exercise.
You do exercise your brain, and I feel that I will come across sometimes videos, right? Well, they'll be like only 1% of people can solve this puzzle. I skip right through it. I don't even want to know what it is. I don't care.
I always try them.
I'm sure you do.
But
And to
here's
me,
the-
it's like,
okay.
I'm not interested in being in the 1%. Good
And
for you. You're in
here-
the 1%. Great.
And here is the scam.
Yeah, I know it's a scam.
They show you that for the first game, and then after that, it goes to something else, and it's gone.
But sometimes it's just a video. Like they're going to show you a video or tell you a riddle. I hate riddles. I hate riddles.
The new thing that they're doing now is, the actual game. Come in and play the actual game, but then to get to the actual game, you have to do 10 things.
Many levels, yeah.
Whatever.
So there's to me, the games that I keep coming back to are all games in which I feel like my mind can go blank. Okay? I feel that I need sort of a disconnect sometimes because my mind is constantly going. Sometimes I'm sitting at work, doing work, and out of the blue, I'll think about a conversation that happened last week, and I will be in that moment again, hearing word for word what they said, what I said, what they said, what I said, and I'll stop and I'll say, I should have said this.
But that happens to me too, though.
Well, we're very alike in
to a
some.
certain extent.
We're very alike in some of those things now. I feel like you're embracing more of your randomness, messiness in your mind, sort of thing. You're very distracted today.
No, I'm not.
I feel like our listeners would be like, "This sounds a little clunky."
Bro, I'm trying to add to what you're saying. Because what you said, hold on.
Like
See,
when
now-
I met you, I feel like you were very focused and I was very flighty.
Yeah.
You were very grounded and I was very dreamy. You were very logical and I was, let's believe in magic.
Well, to be fair,
And I feel like
if
you've
we didn't,
now
we've
embraced
merged.
a lot into that.
Have you ever heard the saying that people turn into their dogs, or their dogs they match their dogs?
Do you know that the entire world heard that in 101 Dalmatians?
Is that what it was?
Literally at
Oh,
the
yeah, that's right.
introduction of when the movie starts.
Well,
That's the funny part.
I want to add to that. I feel that after a certain time of being with the same person, you merge into a version that is identical. It's like left brain, right brain.
Yeah, you
'Cause
pick up
we've-
a lot of the same
Yep,
mannerisms.
and we finish sentences, and we know what we're like. We like all those things happen. So it's like a right brain, left brain, right brain situation. Anyways, shall we talk about our
I
fun?
didn't even talk about my games.
Oh,
I'm still there because
okay.
you're like everywhere. You know that's something that I feel I don't have the mental aptitude for.
What's that?
When there's too many things happening at the same time, like I want to blow a whistle and say stop to everything. Stop. One at a time. You go. I feel like as I've gotten older, I don't have a handle on that anymore. So if there's too many things going on, I feel worked up in a way that is uncomfortable for me. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that?
I don't feel that at all. I feel like I can just cut off a conversation and move on. And we've talked about that though, because
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying.
yeah, if there's too much stuff going on,
Like if someone's talking to you over here and you're on a phone call and someone else is coming to talk to you and there's grass being cut behind you, do you not feel like you need to go away from that noise to just be on your phone call?
yes, but I have to sometimes not be able to do that because it's just the nature of what it is, and I can deal with that, but I don't think you can.
I just said I can't, but I'm saying I thought you would sympathize a little bit more with me because yesterday when you were on the phone with Nick and Mike called, you were like, I can't hear.
Whoa, hold on. Let's be fair.
And that was only two people
No.
talking.
But let's be fair. Okay. I had Nikki in my ear on the phone. And she's talking to me. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Right? And she's going a million miles an hour. And then all of a sudden we get a phone call from Mike. And you put it on, well, it was connected to the car. So it comes out over the loudspeakers, over the speakers of the car. Now I am engulfed.
But that's what I'm
And
saying.
Michael.
Someone's cutting grass behind you. Someone's coming to interrupt you. You're on the phone and all that. Like,
But a lot of times I have my headphones on, so there's a little bit
there's
of
a little
bit of
yeah.
separation. But like yesterday, Mike was upset, and then Nikki.
No, you can't say that because he made it very, very clear. I was not upset, and I have to clarify that. I have to come to his defense because he was like, "You all misunderstood. I was not upset. I was just calling to ask," and I was like, "Don't worry." We don't think that, which obviously I was wrong. We don't think that. It was just too many things going on. To me, I felt like there was too many things going on.
Well, there was too many things, but what I'm saying is, I've got Nikki now hearing Michael, and she's like, "Well, I've been trying to call him, but he doesn't pick up." And then this, and then he's making comments about her, and I felt like I was on two different phone calls. And then I was answering Nikki, but Michael was hearing my answer that fit with what he was saying, and he was answering back. But then it was like was just
like
was
everybody who's listening right now is like, stop.
Yes, it was.
I feel like everybody feels that right now.
Un arroz con mango.
But I was thinking about why do I feel that way, right? Why can't I just zero in and hone in on I'm talking to you. Let the noise happen around me, right? Why can't I do that? And I think I have an answer for it.
Okay. Go.
It's because I like to listen to other conversations that are going on.
100%. We are nosy.
Okay. So
we are
I can't.
Yesterday we were walking and we were having a conversation. And you literally, I am saying these were your exact words. You said, "Hold on, I'm listening to the conversation behind me." I was like, "What?" What are you talking? And I still don't know what they were talking
I
about.
will say it now. But my point is, I think that because of that, I'm trying to pay attention to you, right? Without telling you, I'm paying attention to that conversation. So if your mind is split, right, and I'm listening to them, now I've only become a shell for you. I'm looking at you, I'm nodding my head at you like I'm listening, but I'm not listening to what you're saying.
Okay.
And now you're asking me a question which requires an answer, which I can't give you because I was listening to them. And now because you're asking me something, I can't listen to them because now I'm paying attention to you. And that's where to me it's like, stop. Stop. And it's so crazy. I feel like I learned something about myself where it's not an age thing necessarily, but more of a I can't be in two things at once. And if I can't be, then that's where I feel that. But we'll come around to the conversation when we talk about what we did yesterday and everything.
No.
But to close off my games, I feel like the one that reigns supreme for me is Candy Crush.
Mm-hmm.
And
Aren't you
I
in like level like 5 million?
no, but that is a goal. I want to know if it can go that far, right? At first, it was a goal to reach 1,000, and then it was a goal to reach 1,500. And then it was like, okay, well, how far can this actually go, right? So I'm in level like 2,000 something. Very slow because it's for a season, right? And then
Has
afterwards,
anyone ever
I
found out?
haven't searched for it because I don't want to know. That's the thing. I feel that if you were to tell me the last, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. Excuse me, people. I guess it doesn't matter if you were to tell me what level it ends at, because then that becomes the goal.
Wow.
Okay.
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
There are 18,035 levels of Candy Crush.
That's surprising. I thought it would be a more rounded number. Like 20, 25, 50.
18,035.
I wonder if they're continuing to make it or not. See, that's a goal now.
Yeah,
The
that's
next goal
crazy.
is 5,000. But that's a game. And then I enjoy puzzle games that are kind of like a jigsaw. There's one in particular that I really enjoy because it's very calming for me. It's very soothing. I like that. It's a picture that comes to life. So you have to put the background together and then the chairs and the table and all these things. And they just give you outlines of where things go and you sort of have to match things. They don't give you a previous picture for you to be comparing. Okay, this is where it goes. And then once you put it all together, the picture comes to life. So if it was like a mom baking cookies with her kids, at the end of all that, like the kids are excited, they're getting a cookie, they're eating it, and it came to life. I love that one, right? And then the sorting games. What is it called? It's a Chinese game.
Oh, Mahjong.
That one. I enjoy that game
I found a new one. It's
so
called nine
much.
tiles.
Uh-huh.
So they use the Mahjong tiles, and then it gets separated in half. I actually wanted to learn how to set it up because it seems like a fun game. So
Wait, a physical game?
yeah, it's a physical game. So Mahjong, is a physical game.
Yeah, except we don't physically play it.
I know, because it's easier for the computer or whatever to do it. But this
I
other
like
one,
playing games with you, though.
I know, but this other one, you take it and you mix up the tiles and you give half to one person, half to the other. And you set it up 9 tiles across,
Okay.
4 tiles deep. Right?
Okay.
Then we go turn by turn. So I'm circles and you're sticks.
Okay.
Okay? So you have to empty your board out, right, with all the sticks, and I have to empty my board out with all the circles. So I'll take my first tile that sits in the center, I'll flip it. If it's a circle, then it's mine. I take it and I push down one of the rows. Now it throws one extra one down at the bottom. I take that one, flip it over. If it's a circle, one of the circles, I keep going and I just keep pushing down the top until I make 9 rows of 4 matching tiles.
Mm-hmm.
So if I flip one over and it's a stick, now it's your turn. And then you start doing the same thing on your board. And we're going back and forth until the entire board is matched.
So
I've played a couple of the.
is that something that you would do physically with me?
That would be a game to play.
Because we're going on vacation. We're going to get into that. And we were talking about, would you like to have a tournament in which every day we play the same game to see who is it that reigns supreme at the end of the week? You said you were down, but you didn't actually pick a game.
I didn't.
Is that something you would do?
We talked about taking a couple games. That way we're not playing the same game.
No, we did not.
Oh my goodness. I have read receipts on you.
Okay, honey.
Hold on.
All right. No, you got to pause it.
How do you
We're going to take a quick commercial break.
Quick commercial break?
Because this is going to take way too long. We're going to come back.
Yeah, because I don't do this very good. Okay,
yes.
Hold on. It's going to be like we never left. Hold on. Okay, this goes back to something I sent you where... What are you doing?
It's your alarm.
For what?
To take Alpha Brain. We now pause for our our sponsored product. Alpha Brain helps you think more clearly. It's made for men, I think. And I like the way you are when you're on Alpha Brain. You're clearer, your words are more concise, and your grammar is on point.
Thank you, Joe Rogan. Okay.
Oh, wait. Where are your receipts, mister?
Shut up. Okay. You were right.
I remember.
I know. Okay, so I sent you a meme. I think it was yesterday where I said me contemplating whether I'm losing my mind or my wife it was something like that. It was like me contemplating whether my wife is taking advantage of me losing my mind or if she really did say something and I forgot about it. and it shows a guy sitting there and he's like counting on his fingers like really slowly and has a confused look on his face. Whatever.
So, now that we're back to the subject, what did you think?
About what?
Do you want to do that or no?
We'll discuss that off.
Oh, that means no. Okay.
We don't have Mahjong tiles.
We can.
Stop ordering Amazon. Okay, let's talk about that.
Why don't you do a little commercial break for Amazon?
No,
it sponsors our life.
No, Amazon is putting me in bankruptcy. Okay? Amazon, the way to ruin your husband's bank account.
Wow.
Okay, listen to this. This morning, we go...
I love that you're going here.
Yes. Okay, hold on.
Something very kind.
We're gonna do a quick
deviation,
three step back and then go forward.
Okay.
Nikki got in a car accident this week, so we're looking for a car because she can't be without a car. She lives 4 hours away and can't be without a car. So we're looking for a car, and we go out this morning to go see a vehicle to see if it's a good fit, whatever. And when I go to open the front door to walk outside, I can't open the door.
Why can't you open the door, Peter?
Thank you. Right on cue. Why can't I open the door? Because there is a pile. I'm going to take a screenshot of our camera.
No,
and
it is savage.
Listen, I'm going to take a screenshot of our camera.
Whoever did that.
And I'm going our front door.
For shame.
Yeah, you. I'm going to put it on the chat, on the Instagram so you can see this.
I want whoever's
insanity.
listening, raise your hand if you just throw the boxes out to the front door.
It's the same thing with all the videos that are online, blah, blah, whatever. I know the wife goes and throws it out. Usually goes in the garage. But no, for you put it on the front door.
You know why?
Okay.
So that it's easily accessible.
Walmart delivered this morning, right, to the house. They must have shown up and looked at this pile of boxes and said, "Do these people leave the house? Does their entire life,
Or they could have thought, "Oh, Christmas shopping
does their entire
provided by Amazon."
bro? There is no Christmas shopping in that. There's a little bit of everything. So you walk into the house, and this past couple days
Oh my God, I have a picture, by the way,
of what?
for the chat
Of what?
of the pile.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So there is this pile of boxes
For
that I
shame.
can't even open the door. I literally had to push it through just a little bit, stick my leg out, and just kick boxes out of the way. And then I proceeded to show Katmia that you can take all of those boxes, fold them up, and put them into one box and not have that mess.
I'm going to remember that lesson my entire life.
You're going to remember it. You're not going to do it.
It was a very excellent demonstration.
But you're not going to do it. Whatever.
Why were you talking about the boxes?
It was something about Amazon.
Who knows what it was? Continue. Don't think about it anymore.
What were we talking about?
They're there now.
Well, no, you know. You know. You know. What is it? What were we talking about? What were we talking about?
Don't worry.
Amazon? Amazon boxes?
Trust in me.
Alpha Brain?
Just trust in me. What movie is that from? If you guess, I'll tell you. Just close your eyes and trust in me.
Charlotte's Web.
Oh, wrong.
I don't know. What?
Jungle Book.
Really?
When the snake is trying to hypnotize him and he sings.
Wait.
"Trust
No,
in
hold
me."
on. I know what you're doing. Stop. You are deviating. What were we talking about?
You didn't guess it.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about Amazon.
I know. Why?
You will know when you listen to the
No.
podcast.
I'm
But
going to
by
pause
then,
it and I'm going to
It will
rewind.
be too
I'm going to
late.
pause it and I'm going to rewind. So let's see. Mahjong tiles. People are not going to want to listen to this part.
No,
Tell me what it is.
they're not going to want to listen to it.
Tell me what it is.
Darling, we're wasting time.
I know. Tell me what it is.
I will.
Now.
Afterwards. The way we're going to discuss games after. Okay, tell me about the games. If we're going to play and have.
We are going to play, but I don't know what. We talked about Mahjong.
We're going to. Bro.
Ordering Mahjong. Talk about it. Tell me what it was we were talking about. I'm going to pause it and I'm going to go back.
Bro, that is literally what it was. If it was a snake, it would have bit you.
So why are you
and killed you.
So why are you making it the way you're making it?
What do you mean?
You're
Because
making-
you said stop ordering from Amazon because I said I was going to order the game.
Bro, you can order from Amazon, let me tell you.
Do I know how? I know how.
You obviously do.
Don't say any more because you're going to give away my secrets
What?
to the people. And then Amazon will not let me shop from them anymore.
Okay.
But there are hacks that I choose to keep to myself.
Anyways. So, yesterday. Oh, Nikki. We don't have any. No, that was it.
That really was it.
It really was it. Okay. Anyways. So, yesterday. What am I talking about? You have me at such a mess today.
I have you at a mess.
You do. You are the problem.
What? You're a real problem.
You are the infection and the disease.
Can we talk about what happened yesterday?
You are the infection and the disease, bro.
In other words, send us the cure. We've got the sickness already.
All right, what happened
If
yesterday?
you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Bro. We went to Starbucks and had our Starbucks coffee that we have on the weekend. And we get to Publix. And you say, can you check my cup to see if the coffee fairy put some coffee in there?
Let's be fair.
No, this is hilarious.
I have been talking about our Okay, so we have a Saturday morning routine. We go out, we grab a Starbucks coffee, We go to Mario's, which is our favorite little Cuban place, and we have some empanadas. It's like that's our morning. We go do
And we had a late
groceries.
breakfast yesterday.
Yeah,
And I said I have a headache.
yeah. We go do breakfast. We go do groceries. We run a couple errands. Whatever little stuff that we need to do, we try and knock it out early on Saturday because there were things that we were doing to yesterday. So
And
go
I
ahead.
had a headache.
All right. So I grabbed my coffee and I literally
Downed it.
I downed it. I
You inhaled it.
I did not breathe.
They did a good coffee for you.
That coffee was amazing yesterday. It was amazing.
And this is the Starbucks that usually gets our coffee order amazing.
Yeah.
There's been maybe one or two times that it hasn't been good, but amazing.
They killed it.
They killed it. And then we park at Publix. We're about to start groceries, and you said, "Can you check my cup and see if the coffee fairy put
a little
some
bit
coffee
more in there."
And I lifted up, right? And I said, "Oh, there's a little bit left here." And with so much innocence, you reached
my
out.
eyes. Hold on, my eyes must have looked like
Really?
Cindy Lou Who's eyes when she thought it was Santa and it was actually the Grinch, and her eyes just lit up because she was so excited, and oh my goodness, it was just I was
The innocence,
floored.
The innocence, and the thing is that at no point did I think you thought there was actually coffee in there, right? And the excitement, you really wanted, and you were like, wow, maybe, it all settled. All the stuff around settled, and there's a last little gulp. And I hand you this empty cup. Okay. And your response was so visceral, but it was so funny. I'm laughing. And as I come around the front of the truck, you hit the lock on the truck button, which causes the truck to honk. Okay. And you did it twice. So it was like, honk, honk. And I just slowly grabbed my head because it was reverberating in my brain. Okay. And I was like, oh, my head. And you're like, I'm sorry. I was trying to get you back for the coffee. I forgot you had a headache. I'm sorry.
And then you quickly looked at me and you're like, I'm sorry for the coffee. And we looked at each other and we were like, my friend, I love you. Forgive me. We hugged it out in the parking lot. We literally stood. No, here's the best part.
Oh my God.
We literally stood.
People had to be there. I feel like people are like, what's so funny about what happened?
Listen, we're in the middle of the parking lot. I have my empty cup that she just tricked me with in my hand. Okay, she's holding her head. We've just apologized to each other. We're giving each other a hug in the middle. And then we look around, and it's we're in the middle of a parking lot.
A busy Saturday morning.
What are we doing?
Oh my gosh, that was the best.
So that was the start of our shopping experience.
Yeah.
Which ended up being a joke because our entire menu was not available at the store, which is
terrible.
Ridiculous.
I feel like, but isn't that how it always goes? You text me that this week. The day that is supposed to be simple, it never is simple. Something happened at work. Mm-hmm. You had set something up that was supposed to be simple. I have told you on occasions in which we're heading out of town or I'm supposed to leave early and I tell you, hey, my last patient is at this time and it's easy. It's an easy one. And then they come in and it's not.
It's every single
They don't have their order. It's a difficult patient. Who knows what it is? But it's like the moment that you need it to be easy or quick, it just isn't. And that's what it turned out to be. We ended up having to go to multiple stores to find what we needed. And even then, walked away not finding everything we needed.
Now, here's the crazy part. We knew that our time was limited. We were rushing because we needed to be somewhere. We needed to be driving by a certain time because we were going to go see the Nutcracker. The Miami City Ballet had the Nutcracker, and we were going. Now that's 50 minutes away, and
And parking there
downtown
is
Miami, it's an absolute nightmare. So we needed to leave by a certain time. Well, because of everything that was going on, we did not leave on time.
no. And can we discuss, right? Because I felt like we were doing so good. We were running on target. We did our groceries. We're looking at the time, and it's like, okay, we're right there on the cusp of where we're supposed to be. We haven't really given ourselves any room to spare. Any room to spare. But we were right there doing everything right on time. And then as soon as we get home, all of a sudden it's like the house of cards collapses. All of a sudden we're taking a leisurely shower. I'm washing my hair, which takes extra time because somehow in all of that, we were like, we need to leave by this time, which was a lot later than I had thought we needed to leave.
Yeah.
We had said we need to leave by noon. Now we said 12:45.
And then 1 o'clock at some point. And
Yeah.
then we were like, nah, let's do 12:45 just in case.
And I
After
feel like
everything
we
was
did
done,
not. We didn't.
After everything was done, we drove out of our driveway at 1:10. Mind you,
and takes
the
50
show
minutes.
is at 2 p.m.
And they close the doors.
Yeah. This is not like a show up late and we'll grab your seats. It is the most ridiculous traffic.
And it was raining.
It was
But,
raining.
like,
It was traffic.
White out raining.
It was construction. It was,
Closed
you name it.
streets.
It was everything.
The valet was full.
Yeah, valet. The valet for the show was
and that
full.
was our ticket. It
Yeah.
was like, okay, at least we're gonna do valet and we'll just pull it right in. Nope.
Not. It was a mess. It was an absolute mess. So I pull an illegal U-turn in the middle of
Cops who are
there's
sitting
cops that are
right
there.
there.
I pull into a outside garage that's like 2 blocks away, and the guy's like, "It's $35. You okay with that?" And I was like, "Whatever, cash or card?" He's like, "Cash is faster." I'm like, "Here's the cash." We park, we go running, and we are literally running.
It's windy.
Yeah, it is windy.
So windy.
Right? Ketmia was about to show all of her
Unders.
stuff.
All of my unders.
All of her stuff was going to be flapping and flooping all over the place because the wind was brutal. Okay? So all the extra time it took for her to do her hair, for naught, by the time we got there.
It was very exciting.
It was, yeah.
The
So-
hair was very exciting
Yes.
once I came in.
So we were running. And then they checked us in, right, with our tickets. And they're like, hold the elevator. Hold
Yes.
the elevator. They were like putting
Quickly,
us in
quickly,
service.
quickly.
They put us in a
Yeah.
service elevator to get us up. Mind you, there were other people there that were late too. And they're like, your seats are right there. It's the last 2 seats that are right on the end there.
They're like, hurry, the
Hurry,
show is
hurry,
starting.
the show's about to start. We go and we stand in front of our seats and pitch black darkness. The
Well,
lights go out.
Yeah, they go out literally as we're trying to see where's the number because you said we're on the other side.
I thought we were.
So I'm confused. So I had no shame. I pulled out my flashlight.
So our butts hit the chair and ding 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 ding.
Carol of the Bells starts playing.
Ding. Literally on the spot. And it was so cool to see the orchestra. We got amazing seats. It's like center stage view. We were on the first balcony. It was just like
I mean, money talks,
money talks.
Just say.
And
You say amazing seats, like what a steal!
and they got a lot of my money. Merry Christmas, babe. Don't look for anything else under the tree.
What amazing seats! Yeah, you paid for them.
I'm telling you, don't look for anything else under the tree.
Listen,
No,
take a moment.
you know what you're thinking right now? You're like,
What?
I'm not looking for it under the tree. The Amazon guy brings him to the door.
Listen, that Amazon guy and I know each other. We give ourselves a friendly nod when he comes by.
Yeah, I've caught some of these guys a couple times where they pull up in front of the house and I'm waiting for them to bring a package. And I'm like, nothing for us. And he's like, not today. And I'm like, I'll go check on my wife and see if she's dead.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
Listen,
know,
they
it's,
love you because you keep them employed.
I'm doing, I feel like that's a community service.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just doing my part
So
in the economy.
Nutcracker goes on.
Nutcracker goes on.
Amazing show.
So,
It's something different. It was very different
so now we'll
to
talk
what we've
about,
ever done.
so now we've never been to a ballet.
Mm-hmm.
Never.
I enjoyed myself.
I've never been to a ballet. I don't know if you have.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I enjoyed myself. I thought it was very interesting. It was very different.
Obviously, there's no voices.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
But
music.
you could tell they did a really good job of
you knew
storytelling.
what was going on. It was like Peter and the Wolf, kind of like that. Beautiful. So now we'll talk about what the couple was saying behind me that I said I'm listening, right? So it's a couple and he tells her, so, with everything that happened, I still feel like I didn't know what was going on. And she says, what do you mean? He's like, I don't understand why it's called the Nutcracker. And she said, because the Nutcracker was the gift that she got. And then everything that happened after that was a dream sequence. And he said, yeah, but I couldn't follow the story. And she's like, it's a dream sequence. You don't really follow a dream. It's just like all of these like, magical things and everything. So she's like explaining to him and he was like, I guess, right?
Poor guy.
I guess. And it's like,
and he was sitting around us, so we know what it cost him.
Listen, I wanted to turn around and say, I feel you, right? Because I feel that, mind you, I've always wanted to go to the Nutcracker. Always. Because it's a ballet and I love the music and all that stuff. But I didn't actually know what the Nutcracker was about.
Why'd you pause?
Just letting you stretch.
We're not on camera. They're not seeing this.
It was such a great stretch.
It was a good stretch.
I was like all of a sudden completely distracted by what I was saying.
It made me shake.
Yes, you look like a cat. That
Yeah.
just when they're like rippling,
Mm-hmm.
you look like a cat. I'm sure you.
So
love that.
I had seen the Nutcracker before.
I haven't. I don't even know what the story is about.
Yeah, I had seen a version of the Nutcracker, I guess, and I knew a little bit of what it was, enough that I could follow along with the story.
So here's what I knew. There needed to be a Nutcracker. There was a sugar plum fairy. And there were ballet dancers, because there's always this little thing that you can buy that's a ballerina and a music box, with the Nutcracker. That's the two things that go together. That was such a teeny tiny part of the whole show. The Nutcracker is literally, what, 10% of the whole show?
Yeah, it's right at the beginning.
And so to me, it's like, why is it called the Nutcracker? It should be some sort of like sugar plum dreams, sugar plum fairy, ballerina dreams.
Yeah, but the Sugar Plum Fairy is only on the second half. It's after intermission. Because the beginning is the Nutcracker fighting.
And I found it
so
a little
the Nutcracker
strange.
is a half. It's almost a half.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he fights the Rat King.
Literally, it's a tiny part.
That's the whole first half.
No, it's not the first. The first half was them worshiping the tree. What did you think about that? I mean, I found that a little odd. What they were. It was a little weird. But listen, the first 3 hours was just them having a Christmas party.
Not literally 3 hours.
Okay.
There's a clock, and the clock changed. So
And
the
it's
first 3 hours
right,
was a Christmas
was a
party.
Christmas
Yes.
party.
Not
And then
physically 3 hours.
she gets gifted
I
a
w-
nutcracker.
I would have jumped off the balcony.
She gets gifted a nutcracker, falls asleep with it, and then dreams of this nutcracker being like life size, right? Fights the king. The nutcracker is no longer seen for the rest of the whole show, right? And then there was the whole issue where it seemed like
Yeah,
she
but
had
the
a little
nutcracker-
romance with the
but
little kid.
The nutcracker becomes the prince that marries her and goes
But
into.
she's a child. Wasn't that a little
they're
odd?
using a child. So
Wasn't it a little odd though? Let's
Listen.
discuss whether or not it was a little
no,
odd.
it's not.
It's a
Listen,
little odd.
the nutcracker becomes the prince who takes her away, and they get married.
I know.
Okay, and at their wedding,
Yeah.
they were
All the-
having all the dancers and the show and all the stuff. That's where the sugar plum fairy was and all that kind of stuff. So
And then they fly away in a hot air balloon.
yes,
But she's a child.
okay, she's a child.
I don't know. It was just, I just feel like I just went to. I love the music. I love the dance. I love the old time setting of it. I love the whole spirit of the enduring spirit, we'll call it, of the Nutcracker, right? It's a timeless classic. But the story is weird.
Of course, it's weird. It's a dream sequence. And what did you say to me in the middle of that? Wow, my dreams are like that.
Exactly. I mean, do you imagine I make a production on my dreams?
Did you ever dream as a child that your prince came and you got married?
I can't say whether or not I did.
That's
I
what
mean,
happens.
I have had.
It's just you're
I can
visually
relate.
seeing it.
I can relate to it being a nutcracker, and then all of a sudden the nutcracker changes and it's somebody else. I can see that. I've had those kind of dreams. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I feel like they should have made them teenagers.
I guess.
I don't know. I just, and then it was weird how the rats were worshiping the tree as well. And by worship, I mean like literally bending in half and standing up and arms outstretched like we are paying homage to the tree.
Well, it's part of a dream. It's crazy.
I guess. It was just, I didn't know I was going to go watch a dream. Let's put it that way.
Would you go again?
No, I feel like it was a one-time thing. But I do want to go watch The Grinch.
Yes, we'll do that next year.
I feel like there's some things that are a one-time experience. That's it.
We've had a lot of one-time experiences this year.
It was amazing. And there's
Can we
other
talk
return.
a little bit about that real quick?
Okay, but you said we are like on T-minus 1 minute.
Yeah, we have a little bit of time.
Okay.
So, we used the calendar this year, right? We talked about that. We've talked about it in several episodes where we used a calendar to schedule out. And coming into December, we had very little scheduled in for next year. And as of yesterday, we have January, February, and March completely full with stuff that we're doing on the weekends. And at the beginning of April, we have a vacation that we're taking for our anniversary, our 25th anniversary. And then we've got some other stuff scheduled. So we're quickly filling that schedule up again. And
with a lot of new things.
Mm-hmm. And we did a lot of things this past year. We have had such a cool year.
So many new experiences.
And we're here, what is it, the 15th today? We're just 15 days away from the end of the year. We have a cruise that we're going on.
Yes, our Christmas
cruise. This is our Christmas cruise, something new that we're doing this year. And we're so excited because there has been all of these new experiences, and we have new experiences coming up next year. And we literally have renewed some
Sense of adventure.
sense of adventure, I think.
Mm.
I think that's the best way to put it. I was gonna say like we've renewed our want to do new stuff, but it's a sense of adventure because like last year or this year that we're in, like when we went to the beer fest, it was a disaster all the way around, and yet when we got to the beer fest, we had a blast.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then, we had things that we went and did, and they weren't the best, but they happened. And we can look back at them and say, like, well, that was pretty cool.
Which one was the worst one?
Oh, God, I don't know.
I actually am having a hard time thinking.
I don't
of
know
one.
that I can put a worst one.
Yeah.
I just think we had a lot of different things.
We did. And I don't feel like there's anything we were like, what a mistake
there was nothing that was
to do
bad,
this.
Right. And there were things that we had planned that had to change because we saw stuff that was
For example, I'm just going to put this last one. From last February, we had the zoo date scheduled and Topgolf.
Yeah.
And because they were sort of flexible things, other things would come up and we were like, oh, we'll just move it. We'll just move it. And the whole year went by and we didn't do either, which means in the next coming year, we have two things that we're pretty much carrying over.
Mm-hmm. 3 things.
What?
We didn't go to the fair.
I was going to just say that right now.
But the fair was rained out.
It was so rained out.
It was rained out that day. So we couldn't go because of the rain.
Yeah. But there's repeat things that we're doing. Like, for example, like Monster Rally. We're doing that. But
we're doing motocross.
Right? We're doing Nitro Circus.
Yeah.
Like,
which is going to be cool.
That's insane.
And then one thing that we are doing a little bit different this year than we did last year was, so we're huge into UFC, and we were a little bit over scheduling ourselves sometimes. But now we've looked ahead and we know, okay, here's where UFC is, here's where this is happening, here's where that's happening, and we kind of put ourselves into that space. Last night we had UFC together with the Nutcracker, and that was one of those things, and we paid a price because 2 a.m. was when we finished, and we looked at each other at the end of the night and we were like, this cannot happen. And I took a nap. At 9 o'clock, I looked at you and I'm like, I need to take 30 minutes because I'm not going to make it. And I was still struggling towards the end. But to wrap it all up, we are at the end of the year. And
with one more episode to go.
With one more episode to go. So this episode will come out tomorrow or today if you're listening, which is the 16th. And then we'll have one more episode. That episode, you'll listen to it while we are literally in the middle of the ocean on our cruise. And then we will be back in January.
And we'll talk about that in our next episode.
Okay. So we'll talk about that in our next episode. So much exciting things that are going to be happening in the new year. But we'll share it, I guess, on the next episode because I'm getting evil eyes. I'm
glad there's going to be a camera, actually.
No.
I'm glad. There's so many things that they're going to be like, hey, where are the evil eyes?
Right
they weren't there.
Right there. You just gave me the evil eyes.
There's no camera right now, honey.
I know. So it's recorded and everyone's heard it. When the camera comes out, she's not going to give me evil eyes. But when the camera's not there, I'm going to get double evil eyes. I got it.
Bro, anyways. You don't learn, do you? You're like a glutton for punishment.
Whatever. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us today on this episode of the This and That Chat.
And with that, we leave you.
And this is why I have so much fun doing this. Because you participate in my crazy.
So do you.
No, I have to live in your crazy. See, you participate in mine.
I give you a compliment and then you shiv me.
Do you see?
You shivved me.
Do you see? I'm bleeding out.
Bro.
Dying.
Bleed out.
Slowly.
Bleed out.
Agony, agony, agony. Oh.
Goodbye.
Agony. Oh.
This is the end.
Bye, guys. See you guys next week. Have a good one.